Little loud.
Sir, are you taking in the current scenario? India is becoming involved in day by day regarding the caste system and the religion. And the government is
Repeat your name, Papa.
what strategy is suggests.
I'll tell you where my mind is going. It's because Satyana Shogaya, this country is finished, constitution is doomed, democracy is ending. There is no future. I don't see such a for political gains. I may be wrong, I may be right, but that is my reading. It's a like caste is used, like Telangana is used, right? What did Telangana movement do? Or party in Telangana do? Or even now in the opposition they were doing, or language is used. In a country of primordial biology, use whatever weapon is there for political mobilization when the politicians or the political system is not rational enough. We are dysfunctional political system. What I sense is, right or wrong, only future will reveal fully. You have a clash between the short-term maximization. For instance, now the welfare they are getting prominence in Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh government behaves as if there is nothing but welfare. I take tax money, I borrow in your name. And as usual, the corruption is inevitable in our system. So I plunder as much as I can, I waste as much as I can. The rest of it I distribute very efficiently and say, this is the only governance. In my judgment, that's a disaster. I don't care with what. Unless there is a balance between the short-term welfare, which is necessary to carry people with you, and the long-term growth, infrastructure, investment, and job creation, and real productivity increase. Unless you marry poor and growth. Now, it's very difficult in a poor country with very inadequate delivery of services in a highly centralized system. Three things: poverty, inadequate delivery of services, highly centralized system. The good things required for them in the long term. If I feel that my children will be better off because they are getting first-rate education, if I am getting first-rate health care, if I am getting become an inadequate delivery, corrupt and inefficient delivery. So you have to carry people in some other way. There's some other way they're finding it. Some people are finding religion, some people are finding caste, some people are finding state, right in the state. It depends on the local context. If that's the only thing, when it's not the best way of managing politics, it's not something to be unduly panicky about. You must be conscious about it. You must be concerned about it. You must watch out and make sure it doesn't go beyond a certain line. Because in India, today what's happening? Most states are becoming fiscally irresponsible. Much of the debate is ignoring the real issues that matter to your lives. Take Telangana. It started off with 1,16,000 crore surplus as per the 14th Finance Commission estimate, revenue surplus. Where are we today? Huge revenue deficits and huge debt GDP ratio, despite being a very rich state. Even today, one of the richest states in India, in per capita. Because a very big city called Hyderabad is servicing only a small state called Telangana. So per capita income is much higher. Take Andhra Pradesh, it's a disaster. Take Punjab, a greater disaster. Take Himachal. State after state, they're giving up on fiscal prudence and long-term growth. How do you persuade people to accept the long-term growth? But some states are doing a remarkable job. Forget politics. Take the state of Orissa. 26,000 crore revenue surplus in a poor state. Already in a small state. Take UP. One of the most backward states of India, huge state, the fourth or fifth largest country in the world, 74,000 crores revenue surplus. They're building a future. Now, in order to build a future, in order to make people make some sacrifices, if you use some of these weapons as political tools, it's not a terrible thing. It's not ideal. I would not like to do it. That's why I'm not in politics. But if that's all you do, and you allow the institutions, this is some delivery. People are trusted. And more is required in the next 5 years. Even if Modi comes back to power, as many people believe, I don't know if you can know. In the next 5 years and 10 years, if we want to actually do other things required to give people the opportunity and the confidence, particularly educational delivery, healthcare outcomes, agricultural transformation, and small-term development so that you can get the fruits of development available to people locally without distant migration. Look at Telangana election. 24 seats in and around Hyderabad, Congress lost. Not a single seat today. Rural Telangana, Congress won. What are people telling you? That the fruits of development are not reaching outside of big cities. It is true. Even there is growth, the fruits are not reaching the people. So unless we evolve those mechanisms quickly in the next 5-10 years, we are going to be in danger. In the short term, in order to promote growth and fiscal prudence, if you use some of these weapons which are unseemly, but in an imperfect democracy they are necessary, I think I do it that way. But is that the case? Or these fellows really in favor of Hindu Rashtra, they want to create a theocracy? Let's be watchful. Every second, every day. Right now, my judgment is, well, some of the practices are not something that I would embrace or encourage or endorse, but there is some kind of a balance and there is a thing that can be seen. And let's arrest it when there is a problem, but let's understand there is a deeper crisis. Unless the fruits of development reach the people across the board, unless growth is given a real chance for the next 25-30 years, we are going to be in a deep, deep, deep crisis as a country. So I view it in that sense. That became necessary when all your loyalties because of a dysfunctional system, highly centralized, poor service delivery, massive corruption, asymmetry of power between citizens and public servants. So there are underlying factors. So that is my reading of the situation. I am of the view that our constitutional structure, our institutions, and our public's own perceptions and responses are robust enough. Indian people do deviate from the median, but there is a tendency somewhere they don't go too far. They say this far or no far. There's an intrinsic inner compass in Indian society. I hope the compass holds, and we will not allow any party to go beyond those lines. But yes, we must be watchful. But I don't believe there is an apocalyptic vision that is developing in the country. But these are very hard things. I wish we could have a more rational democracy. That's my preference. But we don't have a rational democracy. We have a dysfunctional democracy. It's a robust democracy. It's a dysfunctional democracy. A democracy without democracy. So view things in that broader context. So how do you then make sense of it? How do you come out of it? Okay? Friends, let me conclude with just one broad point. Democracy is a work in progress. As I mentioned, we are a messed up democracy, but we are a real democracy. We are underperformed in many areas, but we are actually performing despite that. It's not that nothing so there is. But there are serious fault lines in our democracy. We discussed unfortunately some of them: education, healthcare, centralization, big cities alone, no small town development. The four numbers I want to keep it in mind: 82% unorganized sector, 65% rural, 45% depend on agriculture and private, 13 million youngsters joining the job market every year. All these are unique, extraordinary, unique to India. These are fundamental challenges transcending every other degree in the country. They need to be addressed. While we must be mindful of these challenges and some of the threats, we are also optimistic because even if politics is messed up, there are many elements of politics that can improve. Our federalism, contrary to many people's view, in the last 30 years has become better, not worse. Last 30 to 40 years. 40 years ago, there was no federalism worth mentioning. Then we could dismiss a chief minister at will in 5 minutes without any consequences. For 1 lakh rupees, you have to go to Delhi something. Delhi for 5 lakh rupees. Every small enterprise in your state, you have to go and beg them. And investments in the state are nothing but publicity investments. So you have to beg the Prime Minister or somebody else to beg some investment in the state. None of these things are true. Much more change is required. In some areas will become better. Some areas will become worse. Good by rule of law is getting at least as bad as always is based back then, or worse. Might have become right. We have to set right these things systematically. But the good news is, India is well placed to achieve reasonable economic growth. Once you have economic growth and prosperity, provide express as widely as possible by doing some sensible things like widely. Be technology, transcending politics. 40, 50 years ago, technology was not allowed to come in. Luckily, now nobody can stop it. Therefore, irrespective of that politics, things are getting better and better. Opportunities are expanding. We live in an incredibly what shall I say, hopeful era. No generation in human history transcend your national boundaries, state boundaries. No generation in human history was as privileged as you are today. Because for the first time in human history, we have the resources to fulfill every human potential. And we have the technology to make it happen. I think it was the dream, the stuff of dreams and philosophers' proclamations. Today, it could be real. It's very within our hands. We have a priceless opportunity. Whether in government or outside doesn't matter. To me, all is irrelevant. Despite many things that are going on in our country, and there are many things, no question about it. Given our diversity and poverty and misgovernance, we are still one of the most peaceful societies, large service of public service. Work on the wrong things to set them right, but also make sure that the right things are not disturbed too much. We have to see many other countries to understand, relatively speaking, how privileged they are in some respects. You go to Mexico City, you go to currently Pakistan, you go to Venezuela, you go to Zimbabwe, you go to many countries in the world. How life will be so utterly unpredictable and dangerous, you understand. So yes, there are many things to be fixed, but build on the strengths, be optimistic. Without the collective good being promoted, you and I cannot have individual good lives. Just an understanding that there is a link between individual happiness and good life and the collective good. They cannot be separated. That is what should inform our life, our decisions and our actions. I wish you all the very best.
Thank you for your active participation in today's UPSC interaction with our. We are immensely grateful, sir, for your interactive session, as I am also personally one of your followers since right from my BTech days. And thank you for this great opportunity which you have provided to give such a great time or precious time of your complete experiences which you have shared, the complete guidance undoubtedly which really enlightened and inspired each and everyone here today. And a special thanks to each and every attendees for your engagement and for your thought-provoking questions. Your presence really made a great for the seminar truly meaningful and enriching. And I would also like to express our sincere appreciation to the organizers and the volunteers and the team behind that. Okay. And last but not the least, a big thank you for each and everyone who supported for this, without which the seminar would not have been possible. And thank you once again, and we look forward for seeing or the great personality, Jai Prakash Narayan sir, for the future events as well. I, on behalf of Pragna, again and again, requesting you to give much more time for interact with our students so that it would be a great pleasure to us to talk with you, such a great personality.